Hey guys, welcome back. Shall we see where the secret tunnel will take us? Hey everybody, that was some trip, wasn't it? Hope you guys are all okay, didn't get sick or anything with a little woo. But anyway, I want to welcome you to the craft room. My name is Anna and this is Tales from the Craft Room. It's been a while since I've been here. It's been a while since I've done a video, but here we are. I have a couple of finished hats for you guys. And I have some progress to show on my rug. I have a new project that I've started. So first off, let's start with the first hat. I believe this one I showed to you guys last time we were here. This is a knit hat using some Hobby Lobby I Love This yarn. I do not know the colorway of this. I threw the ball band away after I did the first hat that I made with this. But with this one, I tried something a little different on my decreases. Which, this is a Ross hat pattern. It's the only hat pattern that I make. It's very vanilla and generic. If you want to find it, go to Google or whatever browser you use. Search for Smells Like Yarn. Should come up right on top. But anyway, smellslikeyarn.com. But anyway, on the decreases, I don't know if you can see that, but I did a purl stitch for my decrease. I think it turned out pretty cool. It's different. I like doing different things like that. But anyway, I have this finished. And if you remember, I believe I told you guys that I'd made a hat like this, or with this yarn previously, but I couldn't remember what I did. It was in my bucket. I do have the hat. And here is a little comparison on how knitting this yarn and crocheting with this yarn does. Now this other hat is my ribbed hat. The one that I like doing. Haven't made one of these in a long time. But anyway. And it just has the, was it the camel stitch, whatever here on the bottom. So that's how it turns out with crochet. And these are all double crochets. Pardon me. And this is how it turns out knit. Pretty cool, huh? It's interesting how the oranges and yellows are on this side and the purples are on this side. With this one, it just kind of goes around. See how that changes? Colors kind of pooled together on sides with the crochet, but on the knit, it just kind of all blends in together. So this one I had in my bucket, so this was probably a hat from last year that I made, so it does not count. Not that I'm counting hats this year, but I am still making hats. But anyway, this is one that I have finished, which I like this hat. I think it turned out cute. So I'll add this to my, it's not in the bucket anymore, it's in a tote. I will add this to my tote. The project's completed in 2023. The other project I have is using some Craft Smart yarn that I had gotten from my sister. And I also used some of, let's see, I can pull it out, but I've got another project started with this, so I have to be careful what I pull out. And how I pull it out. Okay, this is a Craft Smart yarn that I was using. The color on this is taped over. I don't want to pull my ball band apart. It's like orchid something. Maybe I can, oh, I can pull the tape off. This is called Orchid Mist. Like I said, this is a Craft Smart yarn. I believe these come from Michael's. I've never tried this yarn. I have looked at these yarns. I've been tempted to buy these yarns because they're actually cheaper. At least the Michael's that I go to is cheaper than Hobby Lobby's. I love this yarn. And it is the same exact amount. These are a 5-ounce skein, I believe. Yeah, 5 ounces. So, same amount as Hobby Lobby. But anyway, I used that yarn and I paired it up with this yarn, which is a no-label yarn. It's very soft. I'm going to guess it's not a Caron or anything. I'm going to say probably it's a red heart of some sort. But it is a peach color. I paired that up with the other one and made a Tunisian crochet full stitch hat. And I will say I figured out there's more than one way to decrease with Tunisian. And always before when I was making these hats, I know now that I was trying to do the decrease wrong. So this time I did a little bit different. And for the most part, it turned out really well. However, I do not like the way I seamed it up, but that's another story. Here is that hat Look at those decreases. Don't they look amazing? Yeah. There we go. Instead of trying to do 2 stitches together, I just closed 2 stitches together on each row, which made it to where it turned out perfect. Yeah, I like the way the decrease actually went on this. I'm happy for that, but like I said, oh, and the brim of it, that is a, see, Tunisian knit, Tunisian knit, Tunisian pearl, which I believe I did a 2-inch brim on that. But like I said, the only thing I don't like is how I seamed it up, but I'd already tied strings, my tails from the peach and everything together, and I didn't really want to go back and try and do it, but yes, ugly. Very ugly. I do not like that at all. But it's a little late, but it should be fine, and I need to quit saying but for everything. Sorry. It's a little late. It will be fine. Yeah, anyway. So, here is the inside of the hat. Looks really cool on the inside. And the reason I know why it is the way it is because I basically slip stitched this together instead of crocheting it together. I believe had I done the actual crochet, it would have pulled those together a lot better than just doing the slip stitch. So anyway, this is another finished hat that I have. Other than that little mishap of seaming it together, I think this looks adorable. It's really light and fluffy, and I really like it, except that seam. Now, progress update is on my polka dot rug. I probably really should have worked on it today, but I just didn't want to. It was Monday. I just didn't really want to. So if you remember correctly, from the last time I showed you this, I was using the polka dot blanket pattern from Jada in Stitches. However, I was using rug yarn and a size K crochet hook, I think, or maybe it's a J. I think it's out of the bag. Let's see. Nope, it's not in the bag. I've already put it back in the bag with all my other crochet hooks. But I was doing pink and blue for the dots, and I couldn't decide if I was going to do pink, blue, and white and do them all with brown border, or how I was going to do it. Well, being that I'm also doing this for Lottie and Terry's March challenge, which is 4 colors, I went ahead and did just the pink and the blue dots, and then I did a combination of brown borders and white borders. So for example, here are some white borders. I got a blue, a pink, and a blue. I don't want to lose the way these are lined up because they're lined up this way on purpose. And here's the brown borders. I got a pink, a blue, and a pink. These are left to sew on. Whoops. Nope, nope, nope. About goofed. These are what I have left to sew on. So I'm doing good because, you know, time's starting to run out. And this is what I have so far. And for what it's worth, I am sewing these all together with brown yarn. So even the white sections are being sewed with brown yarn. It's looking pretty good. I am super excited about this. And yes, there are boo-boos on my squares. There are boo-boos with me sewing it together. But I don't care because I'm not perfect. I am looking forward to getting this done. It'll probably be Wednesday before I get to work on this again. But I think it's turning out super adorable. And then after that brown, obviously there'll be a row of pink. Or not a row of pink, a row of white. And then another row of brown. So there is my progress on this. Like I said, I'm super excited about this. And I'm looking forward to getting it done. I have no clue how I even had this folded up. Of course, you probably don't either, because... There we go. I think that's how it was folded up, because I had my sewing needle stuck right there. See it? Stuck right there in that square. So anyway, that's the progress I have on that. It will be done by the end of the month, I promise. And then the last thing that I have to show you guys today is the other project that I have started with this yarn that you just seen a little bit ago, is I have started a knit hat. Because obviously, since I did it with crochet, Tunisian crochet, I wanted to see how it knitted up. I got to. And looking at the way this is striped in the skein, I would have thought it was going to stripe differently in a knit hat. Now this was all done today. Today's Monday, what, the 21st? 20th, 21st? I don't know, what is today? Monday, March 20th. Here is how this is working up. Completely different than I was expecting it to. And this is what I've done all day today. Not a whole lot. But yeah, I kind of like this. And I do like this yarn. It is not rough like a lot of the Red Hearts. It doesn't split like a lot of the Red Hearts and the Hobby Lobby yarns. It's pretty decent yarn. So I might see if we can sneak into Michael's one of these days and get some of this Craft Smart. Now, knowing me, we won't be getting the plain colors. It'll be the variegateds, but there's some variegateds that I've been keeping my eye on. So that's what I have to share with you guys today. I want to thank you for joining me here in the craft room, and I hope to see you right back here for my next video.